I'll give you the floor. Because Bournemouth just beat Liverpool 1-0. Liverpool, just under a week ago, beat you 7-0. How does that make you feel?
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Listen. I'm so happy. No, I'm so happy. You don't understand. I'm not going to... Listen. Let's talk about 7. Because Liverpool, all week, those fans, the noise, the embarrassing noise. And I get it. You won 7-0, cool. 3 points. But let's talk about 7 for real. You score 7 goals, cool. 7 points behind us, despite scoring 7 goals. 7 years of Klopp and only 1 Premier League. 7. That's all I've heard from them. Yet they go to Bournemouth, and I say big teams and small teams. And when a small team plays a big team, they raise their game. Liverpool raised their game at Anfield. They played the best I've seen since they last played Bournemouth. And today, it just comes full circle. You beat Bournemouth 9-0, you thought you were back. You beat Man United 7-0, you thought you were back. Less than 7 days later, you're back to where you were. Humble yourself. Don't tell us to humble. Cool, we lost. Right, cool. Then we won our next game. You won and thought you were back, and you've gone to the bottom side and lost. Have some shame, because this has been an embarrassing season. And if 7 is the number, they need to be careful they don't finish 7th, because that will be really embarrassing. But, well done, Liverpool. You won 1 game last week. You lost your last Premier League game before the international break. And the only 7 that really matters now is the 7 goals that were scored at Anfield in the Champions League, 5 to Real Madrid, 2 to you. And your league, your season, is going to be over next week. Well done, Liverpool.
In 7 days.
7 is the magic number. 7 is the magic number.
You want to take a breath?
Oh, no.
Come up for some air.
No,
for a
that's
second?
cold bars, man. And
You know
there's probably a lot of
nothing
7s. There's probably a lot of 7s in the chat. And the Liverpool fans will say, where's Neeks? Neeks is hiding. I've been hiding for 7 days. And I'm back. I'm back.
They have the matter of a Champions League tie this week on Wednesday.
It's an exhibition.
It's 5-2
Exhibition.
to Madrid. Do you back Liverpool to get themselves back into it?
I mean, don't ask me. I didn't come on here to get asked stupid questions. I thought this was a intellectual debate show.
It's not
where we
out
have
of the realms.
proper.
I'm sorry, it's not out of the realms of possibility. We've seen Liverpool do it before. Do you think Liverpool have any chance of getting back into the game on Wednesday against Madrid?
Oh, hell no. No, I thought you were going to say top 4 there. I was like, yeah.
We're going to talk about top 4 as well.
Hell no. No, I think Madrid won.
They won
in the
3-1
early
today.
kickoff today as well. Militao was a nice goal as well. But no, Madrid have that experience. I think even if Madrid were down in this fixture, I would still probably favour Madrid. Madrid, for me, they're almost the ultimate aura kings of Europe.
Yeah.
Like, they showed it last year. That run last year, for me,
They should never won
solidified.
it, but it's crazy.
You never, ever rule out or you never question Real Madrid, because you had Chelsea holders, you had PSG Avengers assembled, you had
Man City.
Man City, the favourites. Every
And in the
single one
final,
of them,
Courtois was man of the match. Liverpool were
and this is the thing. And then you had Liverpool, who were like the super quadruple team.
Goal
They
disallowed,
faced
by the way.
every top team in Europe and said, "Give me your best, and I'm gonna show you how to really do this."
I'm going to give you a head start as well.
Every single
We're gonna
game.
give you a head start.
We're gonna give you the head
PSG,
start.
remember, PSG went, I watched them back
Crazy.
not too long ago. PSG went 2-0 up
Yeah.
on aggregate in the second leg. And back about, 10 minutes, probably less than that. Bam, bam, bam.
And now
3
you're
goals.
gonna tell me I've beaten you at home
5.
and I'm gonna somehow lose this. Not in a million years. I'd put my mortgage on it.
So, Abby, can you bring me another question?
I'll bring you another question. That goal has been disallowed, by the way. I'm going to let it come over. That second goal for Everton, the Demarai Gray goal, has been ruled out, so it's still 1-0. Nicky, give me your opinion, please.
I agree with these guys, but if there's anybody that can do it, it's Liverpool.
I agree.
They've done it against Barcelona, and it's at a week where they've just smashed in 7 against Man United out of nowhere, out of absolutely nowhere.
And then today, Bournemouth. Today, Bournemouth 1-0.
It does. No, I know what you're saying, but I'm just saying, in terms of European pedigree, if anyone could do it, they can do it.
If they were 5-2 down from the Bernabeu and they're going back to Anfield, I might say, all right, I'll give them a 40%, 35%. but 5-2 down and you're going to the Bernabeu.
No, I agree. I don't think that will.
I'm watching it because I want to see Real Madrid hit
You're
7.
saying, though,
It's a
if there is
very
anyone,
If there's anyone, it's
The
them.
question
Anyone,
was just-
I hear it.
All right, 1%. I'll give you 1%.
I give 1%.
More than I give both teams, so 1%.
Well, AGT, he gave us his views on the Champions League game this week, so let's roll the tape.
Real Madrid says we still own Liverpool. Another 5-2 loss.
Good score last night, mate. Cheers. No worries. And the one before that? Cheers. No worries.
Oh,
mate.
yeah, you're 5-2
Good luck.
down.
Buena suerte. Vamos a ver muy pronto.
You think you can pull it around?
Be a 5-2 down,
You
brother.
think you can pull it around?
Well, listen, if we can score again.
yeah.
You should have saved them goals, mate.
Do this, bro. Don't
You should have saved them. You scored 7 in the wrong game, mate.
No.
You scored 7.
Rein him back in.
Can we score 4 against a team that haven't scored for 2 weeks? Yeah. Go on, man.
Rein him.
Go on, clip that. Clip that. Are you going to come back then, yeah? You just won 7 now. You got to go Real Madrid. You're kings of Europe. Of course you're going to come back.
Okay, so we heard what Alex had to say. There was a little bit of debate on round table about that. It's half time, by the way, in the Tottenham game and the Leeds game as well. I think it's actually half time pretty much everywhere we are. I want to know, in terms of Liverpool, though, okay, if we rule out the Champions League, we say that they go out. Can they get top 4?
They can get top 4.
They'll be 6 points off today.
So yeah, as it stands, they're 6 points off with a game in hand. But game in hand don't mean anything. Let's be honest, they don't mean anything
Every
because
team I've seen with a game in hand has dropped.
they drop points in the game in hand. So it literally means
Except for Arsenal, they had Everton, yeah.
yeah, points on the board is the most important thing. Liverpool can get top 4 because I ruled out Newcastle weeks ago, and now they continue to drop. So I think they'll just at best they'll finish 6th. Newcastle, that is. Well, they'll finish outside the top 4 anyway. It's between them and Spurs. Who is going to be the most consistent or the least inconsistent?
Yeah.
Because it's and it's not a slight necessarily on Spurs and Liverpool in general, but the top 4 race a lot of the time comes down to inconsistency. The title race is about consistency. The top 4 races about inconsistency, and I've seen it throughout the years. Like Man United recently, we've been involved in a lot of top 4 races with Chelsea, Leicester, and Leicester end up being inconsistent at the end of the season and dropping out. It's so early, because I'm going to say this result this weekend is big, but how big is it really when you've got 12 games to go? It brings a bigger gap, a bit of a cushion for Spurs. Both teams are going to be out of all competition, so you full focus for the Premier League. I backed Liverpool after the 7-0 to get top 4, get 4th. That is no higher than that. Some Liverpool fans are talking about getting past Man United. Forget about it. But I did back them to get 4th. I'm not gonna bail on it on the basis of one result because I say it's about inconsistencies. But Spurs are playing next week, I guess. Liverpool aren't. Their game's postponed because Fulham are in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
If Spurs win that game, they're going to be 9 points clear. Yeah, Liverpool got 2 games in hand, but as we said, the games in hand mean nothing. 9 points clear. Spurs will have about 10 games to go. That's going to be hard.
I think there's other teams in the contentions though. You look at
Newcastle?
Fulham. Fulham are going
For top 4?
But Brighton think they
I
can get
don't.
it.
Brighton got more chance of Fulham because they've got they've got like 3 games in hand on Spurs.
But then you've got Newcastle. You can't discount Newcastle. We had that disappointment with the Cup. You know, if they start to regain a little bit of form again, Tottenham and Liverpool are doing everything they can to not get it. Yeah,
I've seen this in previous years though, where the top sides are
Chelsea scored again.
Inconsistent and fumbling. Kai Havertz confirmed this time. 2-1.
Got a correct score, guys.
Yeah.
Got a correct score.
For now.
But I've seen it where kind of the top sides are all fumbling, and then we saw West Ham in the mix, we saw Leicester in the mix, and I always think the experience and the quality of the squad always kind of shows itself in the end, and I think it always kind of just sorts out. So Fulham and Brighton, I think, no doubt they might end up in the Conference League, Europa League possibly, but I think Champions League might be almost a step too far, and I think Liverpool or Spurs will kind of fix themselves. I've said all season I didn't fancy us for top 4. I've said I think we're only there because all the other teams are purely bad. I think if Liverpool can somehow get their act together, because they actually have a semblance of a team that can actually string something together. Whereas us, I look at us, we're far too inconsistent. I don't trust that back line to consistently keep clean sheets either. Lloris out for a few months.
I actually think Forster's been...
He's not done bad the last couple of games.
His breath of fresh air for me.
Yeah, I can't lie to you. He's not been bad the last couple of games, but it's still, I can't hedge my bets on Forster and say, that's what's going to keep my doors locked.
No, but you'd rather at the minute have him. Yeah, don't lie.
He takes an age to get down.
He does take an age to get down.
The thing is, he's so big as well. It's like Donnarumma.
Yeah. But and I openly said it took an age to get down as well. But I would say that having watched him since he's come in, I'm very happy he's doing a far better job, in my opinion, than Lloris was doing before that.